Today I've got 12 brand new cologne fragrances. Now I do one of these videos around once a month, even once every couple weeks, and I try to put together the main or the best colognes that pass through my hands in a given period. I've got 12 of them for you today, and most of them are absolutely fantastic. So stay tuned and be sure to give a click to the like button if you like the video and subscribe. Let's jump in. First up, I've got one for you that I've mentioned several times already, and for this whole list, I'm going to try to move quickly. This one you may have heard a lot from me about, but I love this fragrance. This is from French Avenue, Iris Patchouli. And this fragrance right here is supposed to be an alternative to Carolina Herrera's Iris Empire. I didn't know what to expect with this one, what it was supposed to smell like, but to me, it smells like a mix of something like Dior Homme Parfum, not the 2025, the original formulation, mixed with a sweet, spicy, dark oud fragrance, something like Nishane Nefs. If you could blend those two together, deep darkness with powerful sweet spiciness and a boatload of wonderful lipsticky iris. There's also some leather in here as well, a lot like Dior Homme Parfum. If you could blend those things together, that's what you'd get with this one. It's definitely been my most worn fragrance over the past few weeks since I've had it. French Avenue, Iris Patchouli. Next up, this one is not actually a clone, but it is from a clone brand. It's a series they've done of gourmand fragrances. I'm talking about Arabiyat Prestige's Sugar line of fragrances. This one is Caramel Chocolate Macaron, and surprisingly, it's wearable. I didn't know if it would be just too overload on gourmand or if it would be very feminine, but it smells mostly, obviously, like caramel. That's sort of the dominant note. Then you have, obviously, some chocolate. You've got some vanilla and kind of like a lactonic, creamy kind of a texture slash fragrance. You've even got something a touch, maybe aromatic is not the right word, but there is a muskiness in this fragrance, kind of a little bit of like a fabric softener freshness. So it is wearable, definitely not something I'm gonna wear every day, but I did wear it yesterday and enjoyed it. So pretty interesting, and they have a whole line. They've got one that's all about chocolate. They've got one all about vanilla. This one is caramel primarily with chocolate. Pretty interesting stuff. More of a fun fragrance than an everyday wear. Again, this is Caramel Chocolate Macaron. Next up, one that's been getting a lot of love, and I think rightly so, because why in the world all of these years, I don't know, a decade or so, why have we not received a good lineup of Creed Virgin Island Water alternatives from the big brands, Aroma or Fragrance World, etc.? Well, Rayhan finally has given us an affordable, readily available, great alternative to Virgin Island Water. This is Rayhan Aquatica, and they just nailed the DNA. They've got that citrus in the top, really emphasizing the lime with that sugar note, that sweet lime. And then of course you've got a bunch of coconut. You've got a little bit of a boozy note, giving it what is only described best as a mixed drink kind of fragrance. It is a fun summer, spring, warmer weather kind of vacation style fragrance, and they did a great job. It performs ridiculously for this kind of fragrance. It's easily an 8-hour scent on my skin. Again, this is Rayhan Aquatica. And next up, this one is not actually new, but it is new to me. It's one of the few of DUMONT's fragrances that I'm aware of anyway, that I don't have yet, that I actually wanted. I finally got a hold of this one right here. This is Celerio Oros, widely considered to be one of the best, if not the best, alternative to By Kilian Angel Share. and they just did a great job. It does have a little bit more of a focus on fruitiness in the opening. It does have a wonderful plum note, similar to my favorite Angel Share Inspo, Dumont Barouge Sillage. But other than that, it's just Angel Share. Very powerful, dense, warm, sweet, spicy, slightly boozy with a little bit of bourbon and some cinnamon and some amber. If you want a warm, spicy fall winter fragrance, I can't think of a better one. This is Celerio Epic, not Oros. Oros is the very good Creed Aventus alternative that they make. And next, we've got one that is a clone of a fragrance I've never actually smelled, which is called Wave Child. I didn't even know it existed until this dupe came out. This is from French Avenue. This is Atlantis Extrait. And this one is a very cool, juicy watermelon, coconut, kind of aquatic fragrance. It is definitely a summer vacation scent. These two right here would be like the ultimate high performance summer scents. If you like sweet fragrances, both of those are in that category for sure. But this one is, I mean, dominant watermelon and coconut, and it smells fantastic. It's definitely unisex leaning feminine. I would say this one's unisex right down the middle, although some guys probably don't like Virgin Island water. This one I would say unisex leaning feminine, but not much, and definitely not something that guys who like sweet fragrances are going to have a problem with. Again, this is Atlantis Extrait. And next up, what is now being called the very best Clive Christian Blonde Amber alternative. This is French Avenue's Amber Empire, and it is awesome. I mean, if you like warm, ambery, vanilla, spicy fragrances, that's exactly what you're going to get with this one. The fragrance DNA in general has become very popular in the past year, and I think rightly so. I love it. It's one of my favorite DNAs of the past few years. If you like things like Parfums de Marly Altair, or kind of a sleeper that not as many people know about that is equally as awesome as the Blonde Amber DNA, Byron the Chronic. Would somebody please dupe that one? If you like that style of fragrance, then you would definitely like this one. So very close and well done. Great performance, great quality. This is French Avenue's Amber Empire. And another one that I absolutely love. It is one of my favorite Penhaligon's fragrance, but there's several Penhaligon's fragrance I absolutely love. This one is an alternative to the Omniscient Mr. Thompson. You know, this one smells nothing like Penhaligon's Halfeti. There is kind of a swath of their fragrances that riff on Halfeti. This is not one of them. This one kind of riffs on something like Valentino Uomo Intense. It is quite similar, actually. An iris and other florals fragrance with some vanillic sweetness. The only thing is with the Valentino, it leans more into that sweetness. This one really emphasizes the woods. It is a woody take on Valentino Uomo Intense. That's a simplified way to look at it. But if you like iris, sweeter iris fragrances, you'd love this one. This is French Avenue Thunder. I mean, the elephant head, that is French Avenue's take on the elephant from the Omniscient Mr. Thompson. Really, really good stuff. And next, an alternative, a dupe of a fragrance that, again, I have not smelled. I'm talking about Xerjoff Alexandria 2. This is Paris Corner Prodigy. Now, I've had my eye on Alexandria 2 for a few years and figured eventually I'll pick up a small bottle, or somehow I wanted to try it just because the note breakdown and feedback I've seen from people online. Well, this one apparently is quite close. I was surprised because to me, Alexandria 2 was going to be like a dark, spicy woods fragrance. This one is that, but there is a particular fabric softener freshness, something kind of like Reflection Man, almost like a little layer of Reflection Man is layered on top of a dark, spicy, woody fragrance. That's what it smells like to me. So a lot more fresh than I would have thought, but very wearable actually. And already from wearing this one, I've got some great reactions. A little bit of similarity to me between this one and something like Xerjoff Uden. I don't know if others feel the same, but really cool stuff. Paris Corner Prodigy. These next few I'm going to move through quickly. These are both from kind of indie clone houses, smaller houses that do actually excellent quality, amazing clones, but they're not as readily available and they're going to be a little bit more expensive per milliliter, although these actually are priced very, very reasonably. First up, two from Fragbar. I'll mention this one first. This is their take on Roja Perfumes Enigma or Creation E, depending on what part of the world you live in. It is fantastic. I love Creation E. I love Enigma. I have smelled and worn the original, and Zoha Aroma does a great take on this fragrance. And I've got several others, but Zoha's is epic, and I would say this one probably matches Zoha Aroma's take on Enigma Creation E. Very, very good stuff. Sort of, it's a tobacco, boozy, spicy fragrance, but to me and many others, it's almost like a cola or root beer kind of fragrance. Smells amazing, perfect for the winter and fall, and very good performance on this one. And the prices of Fragbar are gonna beat Dupe, Alexandria, those companies pretty much any day of the week. I've got a great discount code down below if you want to check them out. Another one from Fragbar. This is their take on Scents of Wood, Vanilla in Bourbon. Now, I've never smelled the original. Over the past year, I really fell in love with Scents of Wood, Plum, and Cognac. So I grabbed this one from Fragbar when I saw that it existed, and it has got every bit the wow factor of Plum and Cognac. Now, I do like plum is one of my favorite fragrance notes, but so is vanilla. But this one is a complex gourmand vanilla fragrance with a good bit of booziness and spiciness and darkness. It's definitely a niche profile, but if you like vanilla, you like boozy fragrances, so very good. Again, vanilla and bourbon, Scents of Wood. This is Fragbar's inspo. And finally, two more. These are from Generic Perfumes in a similar family as Fragbar. These do ship from Kuwait, but they do ship from the US, and if you use my discount code, you can get free shipping if you spend $100, or you can get 25% off, one or the other. So these are actually very, very good. This is their take on Lamar Elixir Absolu. I do like the original DNA. I haven't bought it yet. I have most of the other Lamar fragrances. There's a few random ones that I don't have, but I love the line, and Absolu reminds me a little bit of Armani Code Absolu, and so I really like it. This one, they nailed it. It's got that very similar sort of course, vanillic, aromatic, little bit leathery, woody, wonderful scent with just a touch of plum as well, which again is one of my favorite notes. Their take on Lamar Elixir Absolu is very good. And last from them, this is a fragrance that I'd wanted to smell for a long time, the original anyway. I'm talking about Lamar from Kajal Fragrances. This is Lamar. This is their A++ quality, their highest end that Generic Perfume does. It is remarkable. It's a pineapple fragrance with rose. It's almost like if you had a more powerfully sweet pineapple in Cretaventus with a prominent rose note that somehow comes across as this wonderfully sweet, mass-pleasing, surprisingly compliment-worthy fragrance. So I haven't smelled the original, but man, this one from Generic Perfumes is actually one of my favorite scents that I've come across in the past year. Again, their take on Kajal Lamar. So this has been 12 new clone fragrances. Let me know down below, what are some of your favorite finds of the last year even? We're coming to the end of 25. Let me know if there's any that I've missed that I can pick up soon. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Justin. This is Sillage Scents.